Okay, so we have talked about generating the component services, reusable component, reactive forms, okay, in Angular with the help of GitHub Copilot. Now, another main requirement of an Angular application is to generate the unit test. So, how we are going to do that? How we are going to use the GitHub Copilot to generate the test. So, if you see that, like here we do have the customer OP component here, and this customer OP component, it has the creator update method, which is using the customer service to make the post or put request, okay, based upon the condition. If you see that this component is been injected with the customer service, okay, and it is also making a use of the reactive forms module. So how we are going to do that generation over there, or the test generation, how we are going to do that? So let us go back again, okay, to the readme or here to the GitHub Copilot, and then I'm going to put my prompt there. So I'll say here, generate a unit test on create or update customer, right? Method of the file. So we will be going for the customer OP component, right? To make sure that the new customer is created or updated, right? And let's run this and then see that now we will have the test generated. So you know that for Angular unit test we need the component fixture, right? Okay, we need all the dependencies to be configured over there. So since component is dependent on the customer service, that's here. So we are having the testbed configuration, okay, over there, and then it is having the component created. Then it is also injecting the customer service, and with the mock, right, the code is being generated over the test data, correct? That's what the thing over here is that. So our code is generated, right? And then we can go here, we can go for the spec here, the spec file which already had some code, and I'm going to replace that. So let me get rid of this from here, and then I will put this code. Okay, so this is how that the test can also be generated. Now what you need to also make sure that, like you make sure that the corresponding Angular version has to be taken into consideration. So see that here, HTTP client testing model, okay, this has been deprecated, so you will have to further go for the necessary alternatives of that. Okay, that is what also the thing is. So some code changes are there, but otherwise mostly the test is being generated properly here. Okay, the unit test, which is one of the most important part of the GitHub Copilot. Again, you should know the technology, right? Similarly, then we also have the service. So I'm going to go here and then let me have the customer HTTP service, right? So this is what that class, and then let's say that I want to basically write a test on the create customer. This is making the post request. So let me again go back to the GitHub Copilot. Okay, and then I'll say here that can you generate unit test for method from file, that is my customer HTTP service, okay, using Angular 17 version, okay, and say that mock the HTTP calls. Okay, so let's see that how it is generating that. Of course, again, it is going to have the test bed, right? So see that now. Here we do have the HTTP client testing module, HTTP testing controller, right, from the Angular common HTTP. So let me do that. HTTP testing, right? So here it is having the test suite on customer service. Okay, and it is also having the injection of HTTP testing controller over there, and then this is what is basically having the mock customer data and then having the test available with us. So this is the way that how we are able to generate the test. So let me again go back here, and probably I'm gonna add a new file here. I just say that app dot customer.http.service.spec.ts, right? And then I'm gonna get this code there, right? So this is how that we are having the test code that has been generated, unit test code that has been generated for our Angular HTTP service. So again, guys, you see the great advantages of the GitHub Copilot. Again, you should know the technology before using GitHub Copilot for Angular. Thank you very much.